Well, so I know I forgot one thing, guys. Give me 1 second here, and let me get my camera on. Like, I knew I forgot one thing, and so I am here. Just give me like 30 seconds. I'm running a little behind. Had to run a few errands and didn't quite get the amount of time I wanted to set up the stream here, but let me get this main camera going here. That's not what I'm looking for. Properties. And reactivate. And come on, camera. Hey, there I am. Well, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to the stream here. I certainly hope you guys are doing great today. Besides me being a little busy, I'm doing pretty good myself. We're in just a minute or two behind. It's unfortunate, but it does happen. But today we are going to be playing some more Software Inc. Let me grab a drink of water because my throat is already a little raspy. It's been really cold here the past couple of days, and I think it's been playing with my throat a little bit. There we go. So that there. So let's jump right into the game. I've already got it pulled up, but as most of my streams are, I did forget to change the capture on it. Let me get that going there. Done. There we go. I'm gonna load the game because I actually was playing a little bit just to, to see how we were doing. Wasn't great, I'll be honest with you. Excuse me. All of a sudden my throat, it's like I was doing okay, but all of a sudden my throat's just like, nope, we're gonna give out right as you start streaming. So if you were not here with us last time, we actually did release CyberWorks OmniDesk 96. We released a bunch of stuff last time. Snippet 3 came out. I'm pretty sure OmniDesk, Snippet 3D, and CyberWorks. Maybe not OmniDesk, but I know CyberWorks, Snippet 3D, and maybe Guard Dog Unchained. Maybe his last three. I don't remember exactly, but we are back here. Looks like everybody's deciding to leave for the day. They saw me come in. They're like, you know what, we're done. So, what are we trying to do today? Well, we've actually got a couple of things going on. We actually have Cyberbox going on. So that's our first console operating system. We've actually developed two computer operating systems, both CyberWorks and CyberWorks 2. And so Cyberbox is going to be our console one. We do have a Cyberpunk 2020 game going here, because I think that was the whole goal of the thing, and we are applying for a patent here. Now, here's the thing. We are the top dogs in our fields. The only problem that I see is that we can't really produce a lot of software per se. Look, we have support, or we have CyberWorks. We have all these 5 programs? Or hold on, that's more than that. 7 programs that we could very well just set to automation and then crank out a new snippet or a new OmniDesk or something like that. So the goal here is I want to actually maybe buy a new plot and just have an automated building to where I can put those guys over there. That's a little small. I might buy this plot. So I want to have a team for Snippet. I want to have one for Boombox. I want to have one for OmniDesk. I want to have one for Guard Dog. Maybe Snippet 3D might be its own thing, because technically it's... So I really want to have 5 teams, and then maybe even a CyberWorks team, so maybe 6. But I might leave that for a regular development team. Then our other development team can work on things like our games, our research, and things like that. So that's kind of the idea I want to try to get going today. I haven't really played much with automation, so we'll see about that. See how that goes. Ooh, good lord. I've been looking at audio levels to make sure that if you were here for the last couple of streams, you know that I had some mic issues or just being muted for the entire time. So I'm going to turn that down just slightly, just for the game audio, so you can still hear me but still hear the game. So I think we're going to buy this plot of land right here. Still working on the stocks and bonds thing, which we shouldn't be able to get that today. Now, let's see here. Plots. So this is one plot here that we could buy. It costs us almost $1 million, so it's not like we can actually even do like a payment plan. Oh, that's actually kind of neat. Didn't know you could do that. So we're actually going to buy this plot of land here. It's actually right across from our warehouse. It's pretty neat. We actually might buy something like this to build another warehouse, and if we need to, maybe make this our hardware warehouse. This is our software warehouse. We'll see about that, though. Put parking there, put parking there. Yeah, okay. I think that wouldn't be the worst idea in the world, actually. And there's plenty of buildings out back. Oh, we can even buy some of these buildings. Awesome. Not all of them have come up for sale, but you know, that one looks like it is. All right, so let's start, you know, doing some planning here. So how big is this plot? Like if I wanted to put a wall all the way around it, this is a 50, looks like. That's a, I'm sorry, it's a 48 by 40. So if I were to split this in half, so, well, I can't split it in half. I'm going to leave a 4 section in the middle. So it'd be 16 on each side. I don't care splitting it in half this way. So half of 48 is what, 24? So that's how big our rooms would be. And that could work. All right, let's try this. So let's do this. 4 wide. Right down the middle here. And like that. Oh, I have a wall selected here. 24 by 20. Did I miscalculate somewhere? Hold on. Don't be wrong, I may have. 40. Yeah, so I should only be 16 wide. Like, this was 16. But that's saying it's 20. Well, if I make them both 18, that should work. I'll show you what I mean here in a second. Like that, and then would you drag out one more room here? And let's go ahead and delete this one because this is the one that is incorrect. And let's drag this back out there. And we can do something like this and like this. And then we can merge these two rooms together and fix our mistake like it never even happened. You know what, though? I do want to make this a little more interesting because it was kind of boring how it was. So we're going to go in 4 like that on each side. Ooh, you know what? Let's actually make this a little more interesting because I realize that there's no way to get elevators in here right now. So if I do something like this, hold on, I want to go, I'm going to cut a 3 by 3 section out of each room, like that. And I'll show you why here in a second. Ooh, I don't know if that's going to be enough. Hold on. Let's actually do a 5 by 5. Actually, you know what? You got to do an even number because... Let me go ahead and just do... Oh, come on. There we go. Didn't really have too big of a plan for this one, so it might be a little trial and error with this. Alright, well, let's do a free angle then. There we go. And then can we merge these two rooms back together? And let's get another one. Alright, so there we go. Then we can merge these rooms into like the lobby area. So this will be where our elevators come in, and then our doors for each office will probably be on these the sides here. So now we can actually build a building that we can build straight up, and we can put elevators, and I think we can put stairs in over, from here. So elevators on one side, stairs on the other. I think that'll work. So let's get an office going here. So let's start on this one. So this one, let's see, we'll put the doors in first so people can get in, and we kind of can figure out where we want to arrange everybody at. So this first team will be for Snippet 3. This will be the Snippet team. So Snippet, let's actually first of all, let's put some lights in. Because I really can't see. If we have to move the lights later, we can, but that's okay. Go to lighting. We'll make it this. Something like this. Yes, I realize this is pretty much a small warehouse that we're building here, but that is, Right now, it's okay until we can figure out how we're going to do this in the future. Kind of just do something like this. That's a little bit better. So that is the max lighting in here. So let's throw some paint on this. I'm thinking snippet might need to be like a nice yellow. That's the exterior. Let's actually cancel that. Paint exterior. A nice yellow. I mean, we're talking like a nice bright yellow too. I actually kind of like the idea. Something like that. Then the floors. We'll do like a nice gray. Maybe a nice something like that. And then we will go ahead and put some textures down. The walls, we'll keep the nice kind of hexagon design. I like that. Let's actually do kind of this carpet look. So this will be our snippet office. So this will be part of our snippet team. So the first thing I want to do is I actually want to plan this out a little bit better because I kind of like this idea. That I have an idea in my head I want to try. So right when you walk in, you're going to get this view here. There. And so this is going to be the manager's office. So the leader of the snippet team is going to go in here. So we'll make it a nice glass door. And we'll actually put like full length of windows in here. I kind of like that idea. All the way around like that, and then we can put some lights in here so we can light this up a little bit better. We'll put a nice fluorescent light over it like that, and then we do need a computer. We don't need the computers yet. We gotta wait till 2000. I know we're getting close to that, but hey, you know we'll see here in a second. I'm thinking this nice modern desk. I kind of want to. I was playing around with these a little earlier in my other playthrough. I kind of like those desks. However, it kind of stinks that you can't put them right in the middle. And so I think what we're going to do, we're actually going to go with this desk. So we can do that, and then, but because of that, we actually can put somebody on that side of the table, make them look like they're right in the middle. I really do like that. So this one right here, it does need some a decoration. My throat is going to give me fits this whole episode, isn't it? So I think right now it's okay. Let's also give him a nice light on the desk. We also need to get a computer on that desk. Or right now it's a laptop, but you know that is just fine. I think we need to give him something else. You know, it's a little more decoration. What else we got? The acoustics in here actually aren't terrible, so I'll leave them alone. Maybe a nice carpet. No, it's gotta. If we're gonna do a carpet, let's do it centered over the desk like that. Let's also give him some nice... Ooh, this has to be placed at a table. Well, that's unfortunate. I was going to put some nice tables over there, but let's move this over here. Why? Oh, it's not accessible from the outside because I haven't built doors over here yet. Let's just do that so that if there is any other errors, I can catch those beforehand. So yeah, there is kind of the... I kind of like that. Nice manager's office, you know. Kind of, it's a little bit separate from the rest of the team, but, you know, I kind of like it. So we're going to go with it. So now we got to figure out how we want to divide this up. So let's get our desk here. I do want to do the modern desk for everybody here, so I think that'll be kind of nice. There we go. We'll do something like this. We'll kind of build along this wall first. How many people can we put in here? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, and we'll have to do probably 5 on this side, and I'll kind of show you why. There we go. So we can leave a little bit of an aisle. I kind of like the look of a nice aisle, you know, in the place. So there is that. Can we get a cubicle walls? That's what we'll need next. There we go. Let's get our computers in now. And since I really don't know... Oh, I messed that up a little bit. Actually, it's these I messed up here. So let's go ahead and move this down 1 And move this to there and duplicate this. There we go. So I don't really know how much of each I'm going to need. So I'm going to lay out the room first, figure out what I actually need first, and then we'll go ahead and go in and adjust this. But so far, I think this is looking good. I think I want to leave a little bit of an aisle, so let's go ahead and do this. So leave a desk there. I'm going to kind of let's actually just design a cubicle on each side here. Let's leave a little bit of a bigger space in there, and we'll put the modern desk in there. Ergonomic chair there. Put the laptops there and there. And that should work out pretty well. Let's go ahead and duplicate this. Oh, that's pretty much perfect, though. That's unfortunate. Just kind of hoping it would be a little bit off, and so we could have an aisle somewhere. But, of course, the way I planned it, it's not going to work out that way. All right, well. Let's see. Let's just go ahead and duplicate all this, except for the light structures here. Duplicate, please. So yeah, pretty much all the lights I just put in, well, to redo. That is okay. We can fix that pretty easily. Yes, I do understand this is pretty much just a mass of cubicles, and it's fair. But, you know, I think this, once we get it all, you know, making it look nice, I think it'll look somewhat decent. So we're kind of at the point in the game where we can actually spend a little more time, a little more money on making things look nice. And you know what? That's I kind of like that. I kind of like games that, you know, you have to play it for a little bit, kind of, you know, being a little more conservative and things like that. But once you reach a certain point, you're just like, yeah, we can just do what we want now. So there is that. Our decoration for this room is atrocious, so let's see if we can maybe boost it up with you know, a few things. Let's get some clocks on the wall here. We'll do the 4 like we have been, because for some reason, like offices like this love to have clocks everywhere. Let's also do a nice carpet. I think, now if I do it pointing that way, yeah. Because now, I think I can, if I can do this correctly, duplicate these and make a nice carpet like this, and then round the corners off. Make a nice little entranceway. I like this. This is coming together pretty good. So how many people can this office actually hold? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's 70 people. Was it 72 people? Plus the 12 up there, so 84 people can fit in this office. That's pretty, they're more insane, but before we forget, I do need to add heaters and things like that in here just so that they don't get too hot or cold. And we'll have to actually add in another set of ventilation in here because we don't have that yet. So what we can do, I actually didn't plan on this, but if we go up to the set, well, here, let's build the elevators first so we know where kind of the rooms are. And there we go. Oh, this should be plenty of room. So if we put, because I don't know how many people are actually going to work in this office, but that looks really good right there. If now, let's do the stairs. Why won't let me place the stairs? Alright, well that's a little odd, but alright. Let's go back to the elevators so we know where those are at. Oh, that's right. I actually have to build a room on this. Well, I guess what we can do is do this and build a wall. Build it 4 wide and like that. And then, gotta figure out where this room comes in at. So what we could do is just measure it. 3 angle room, so... Oh. So from there I need to go 20 in. So right there when you go 4... it'd be 8 across and 4 over. Like that. And then now can we merge these rooms and can we put our elevator in there now? Let's see if we can do that. Nope, I overshot quite a bit. So what I need to do is this one's right against the wall here. So I think what I can do is just do this, bring that to there and across, and then say delete that wall. So this is the second width of the elevator. That's the space 2. Like that. Now if I merge these rooms, get back to the elevators, perfect. Alright, so there is our elevators in there. Now we need to get the other side complete. So 4 like that. Now we can use this as a utility room for this building. And we'll do central heating because we can. We need to put a door on this room so people can get in and out. We need to put some bathrooms in here as well, so we'll have to figure that out. A lot more go into building structures like this than I thought. Well, I guess what we could do is this space right here. Since we're going to put our stairs over here, we can actually make this bathrooms. It actually wouldn't be too terrible at all. Alright, so how is the heating in this room now? Well, let's take a look here. Function, temperature control. Alright, so the heat's fine. Because the air conditioning is what I'm more concerned about now. But I think if we do something like this... figure out central cooling now. Which kind of stinks. They don't have a central heating, but they have central cooling. So what we'll have to do is probably do something like this. Which, I guess what we could do is just extend this room just a little bit. If we have to put offices up here eventually, we will just have to... Or we can even put meeting rooms up here, to be honest with you. Come to think about it, it might not be a worst thing idea to actually put some meeting rooms in here. That's actually not what I wanted to do. I wanted to actually add on to this room. And then merge these two together. Now I can put the AC units up here. Alright, why can I not... Oh, because this one... is not quite aligned with that one. There we go, that's better. And then this one is there. Alright, so that should be plenty of stuff for that room. And we are. So we also need to get a little bit of decoration in this room. Let's see. Room. Let's say function, let's do that. The acoustics is good there, so I'm not too concerned about that anymore. Maybe just some nice trees dotted around will help. Like that. We also want to do some of these productivity ones. This TV might not be bad. I know when I used to work, there's a finance company I used to work for, and they used to have like our stats and stuff like that on the screen here. Just kind of fun stuff that we would, have to do or whatever. That was always kind of fun to see those. But let's see. Ooh. Let's use the brown one. I kind of like that. So room skill will go up pretty quickly. This way. We'll put a good set of them in here. Put one on this end as well. I really like how this office is turning out. Let's also... I don't know. Hold on. Let's see. There's select all furniture, and we'll go to... Actually, the paint for this wall here. Can we save that? If not, there's the hexadecimal for it, so Hold on. Oop. Let's go ahead and select all. I know building, maybe not the most exciting thing to do in a game like this. We know we want to develop more software, but we also need to kind of go out because the music was gone. I noticed. There it is. Well, let's see here. So we've got this office set up here, and we know we can have up to 84 people in here. I think it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, and so that's our 72, and we have 12 people in this section. So that'll be the 84 people we can have. Let me grab a piece of paper, like it is always good to have. So a total of 84 people. How we want to divide this up. For a normal team, we need... The reason I'm doing this now is that so that we can figure out where we want to put like programmers and things like that. So we will need one leader, so I need to put that down. And so, let's see, need to go to hire employees. So we'll need designers. So under designers, we're gonna need, for snippet, I know they need 2D. This is just a 2D editor. So we'll need 2D art, we'll need system, we'll need probably network, because we are doing a lot of this online now. So we do have all the digital distribution, things like that. Probably not hardware. Probably don't need 3D. Maybe some audio. But I think our big three is going to be your 2D, your system, and your net. So we'll need the programmers the same way. We'll need 2D programmers, systems, and networking. And then artist. Probably just... look here. Artists, I think, would only are 2D, 3D, and audio. Really, I think we just focus on the 2D aspect of that. And so, technically, we have 85 with a leader, so because we have that separate office for them. And so, that being said, we need to split up 84 three ways. So the designers can also be partly your programmers. So if we went 25 of each, all right. Well, let's make it an even. If we did 27 each? I don't know if my math checks out there, but let me double check this. It should. 27 times 3 is 81. So that means if we went 28, hold on, 28 times 3. So if we get 28, it's actually an even number. So let's do 28 of each. So right now we need 28 artists. That's normal for that. But that means we can have 10 2D artists and 9 of each networking and system programmers and designers. So that is the 81 or 84 I have total. So this is for the snippet team. I think that works out pretty well. Let me also go just double check. Like if we want to create a new snippet, so a 2D editor. Yeah, it's 2D graphics, which if we did everything, you're talking 3 years, and we're only talking some system program. Let me go to advanced because it should tell me on one of these pages. Yeah, so some system, mostly 2D art and 2D code. We'll leave the network guys in there, but we'll have them in there. So that is our first snippet team. So I think that's how we're going to divide that up. This is snip it. All right, now we've got to copy and paste this to 3 other rooms, and we're good. And this is going to take, well, it shouldn't take us as long, because really this part we can just copy and paste over. So the next one we want to work on is Boombox. We'll do the Boombox team next. And those guys will be a nice green color, I'm thinking. So interior, we'll do a nice green. Let me a little darker green than that. I think that works out pretty well. And the floor will make this a nice kind of off-white. That kind of works. Texture of the room, interior. We'll do the hexagons. Kind of this will be our design space. So kind of like the hexagons in there. The floor, we'll make that the carpet that we had it. So let's go back to the build. Go over to our doors, which go here. We need to build our manager's office here. You know, the reason hold on, let me fix this because give me time out here because I kind of got a little distracted. So the reason I actually put in those, or the reason I want to do the calculations, is that now I need to figure out what product needs to go where. And really, this needs, I think this is the lead one, so we'll put that there. We'll do designers first. We're getting 28 designers. So in that case, we will need, I think this is the best design product. Yeah, looks like it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You know what? I probably shouldn't have done this. So I'm kind of saying, I'm kind of second guessing myself because here's the issue. Hold on, get this. There we go. I don't want the top-down view, please, anymore. There we go. Because each team's going to have a little bit different setup. So I think if I actually wait first, and then when I'm done and I'm ready to put people in there, I can then say, hey, this needs tablets, this needs this needs that. Because now we can just mass duplicate this stuff and not have to worry about what they're doing and stuff like that. So I think that'll work out a little bit better here. So let's do a free-form room. So we'll do 1, 2, 3 down, 1 across, 3 this way and up. That's going to be our manager's office. So essentially I'm just going to do this. Copy all this. Move that there. Need to put a door on here. It'll be a nice glass door. And let's see here. Put the windows in. There we go. And then this actually needs to be changed to the correct color as well. Actually, over here, this needs to be changed to the correct color as well. And let's get this out here. And then we can select, well, we need to copy the rest of this over. Duplicate this. Probably been doing this for a half hour. All right, well, if I'd have thought I was going to do this today, I didn't think I was. But if I'd have known, I probably would have done this a little bit earlier, or kind of off stream, so that you guys we could just jump in here. But you know what? Sometimes this is kind of fun too. Just see, and that's the wrong color. Whoops! I think I accidentally copied the floor color rather than the actual wall color. So let's do that. That looks a little bit better, nice and bright. So yeah, there is our boombox team. So now we can get 84. I might have to have another sticky note because I am out of room here. And so this one's going to be a little bit different because of the fact that these guys need some, not artists. Oh, they'll need some artists, but they actually need a lot more audio than the other team did. Now I am kind of curious about something. I don't know if this is going to work or not, but we're going to give it a try. Just to kind of help us. Let's see, let's duplicate this furniture and slide this over there. We do have some issues with not getting enough heat, so let's fix that. Alright, that's all copied over, so let's get this stuff along here. So we know this setup works, so why try to change something that we already know that works. I think I could just do that, but you know. Let's do something like that. There we go. So that's all good now. Let's see here. How's the audio and everything? All right, audio's good there. Audio's good here. We'll worry about how many people is in each place later. Because I'm just, right now it doesn't really matter. But here's kind of the idea. I want to see if I can actually mass copy. Let's see if this game will take it. If I mass copy... Let's also get the carpet over there. There we go. Now let's see. Let's first save the game, just so that if it does crash, then we can just come right back here and not do that again. There we go. Got that taken care of. So let's try to mass copy all this. Duplicate. And, oh, it did not like it. Let's see, what? And so I copied this room here, so boom. Looks like it got everything in there, except for the manager's office, of course, but that's okay, we can fix that. Because we can just do this, and do 3, 1, and across like that. And there's your manager's office. Let's also get the walls back, so I think I accidentally hit the T button instead. Let's see here. Door there, and then we can do our windows. I just realized that maybe the manager's office doesn't actually have the painting, but it does, or like the walls and stuff like that. So just gotta be careful, make sure we got all that. So it really doesn't matter. This should be able to just be able to be duplicated and rotated around. Like that. So now we've got an office there. We need to get the windows in. There we go. So what team do we need to work on next? Let's see here. I will do an Omni desk. This will be the Omni desk. I think a nice purple. I don't know why I'm thinking purple, but you know what? Crap. That was probably the exterior. What in the world is this thing doing to me? There we go. There we go. Maybe a nice blue. Maybe a nice like a blue. Like right in there. I'm thinking like I think that'll work out good. Same with the floor there. I think we're okay with that. Color. Let's see. Interior. We'll do the hexagons again and the carpet. So in here, I need to grab this color. Select all this furniture and paint it the appropriate color. Same with the boss's chair. Alrighty, looking good in here. Temperature, everything good there. Great. So now, I think we need to copy the green room now, because I think that is what will match up on the other side here. So let's duplicate this, and that didn't work out well. Alright, let's try this again. Let's duplicate this. Perfect. And we can line this up like so. And there we go. We've got our last office space in there. A lot quicker building that way, I'll be honest with you. Doesn't look like we missed anything. Looks like everything matches up perfectly. So here's how we're going to do this now. If I can figure out... We got to do the office. We got to do the boss's office first. Of course. Where's the wall? There's the walls. So 3 in. And there we go. And let's duplicate this office over here. Perfect. And we get a door in here. And the windows. Great. I don't quite think that this room got painted correctly. Interior, we'll do something like that. We also need to change the texture to the hexagons. Same with over here. So this is our last team, which is going to be our guard dog team. I know we didn't do a snippet 3D. I think snippet 2D and snippet 3D. If we take care of that, I mean, really the only thing different, we'll split our artist. Oh, but they have to do 3D programming, so we might have to split that into another team. But for right now, I think we can get these 4 going, because the snippet 3D is kind of a newer program anyways. So we're doing nice like an off red. apply that, and then we'll texture our rooms, hexagons, and the carpet. So let's select all this furniture, paint it. There we go. Looking good so far. Let's also paint this guy. Oop, missed the, hit the wrong button there. There we go. And let's also do the room color here. Apply and use the texturing. Looks good so far. Ooh, that's an issue. I didn't mean to paint the outside of this place. I'm like, you know, that would be kind of interesting, but we might do something else with that. I might have an idea for that. We'll see, though. So there is our 4-color. Oh, I don't know if I did this on purpose, but we have made the Windows logo with the 4 colors there. Yikes. Didn't mean to do that, but well, it happens. All right, so now that we've got everything duplicated, now we can come back in here and go in and do our efficiency stuff. So things like the calculators and things like that. So let's go ahead and do this. So because we already have snippet ready, so we need, for the designers, we need 28 of these. So we'll actually need more than this, but 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. So there's our designer tablets, but now artists also need those. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. And the rest of these guys should be programmers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Perfect. So there is Snippet ready to go. I think we got everything there. So, boombox. Let's see what we actually need to, if we were to create another boombox, what we actually need. So this is an audio tool. So we are going to need, I usually try to just go in and maximize everything, just so that I can see what we need here. Let's go to advanced. Let's go to here is kind of what I'm looking at. So we got our leader. All we need, so we need 1 leader. We need in the design team, we are going to need audio. We are going to need system, and we're going to need 2D. Kind of makes sense. So in the programmers, we are going to need audio system in. So pretty much, if I can find designers and programmers that are both the same things, are pretty easily. Artist, we are going to need more audio than 2D. So if we can do 28 of each, because that'll fit perfectly into everything here. We'll need 28 of these guys, so we get 10 audio and 9 of the other ones. And then artist, I'm going to go with, if we get 28 of each, let's go for, I'm thinking maybe 18 audio and then 10 2D design ones. I think that'll be a good mix of people. I think that'll kind of be the best way to do that. So next we want to work on is Omnidesk. Once again, we got 1 leader. Pretty much making a checklist of what I need to program or what I need to get. So designers. So let's go over and let's go to, there we go. Let's go over to a office software. If I wanted to put everything else in here. You know, let's see here. If I go to advanced, go to the last page here. So this one's going to be a little bit more involved because it does require quite a bit of stuff. Mostly designers are going to be in 2D, then in network, then audio, and then system. Same with programmers and system and artist. We are going to need mostly 2D and some audio. So in this case, I've got, I can build 28 of each. Is that right? Yes. So we can actually assign 7 for each. That's actually pretty handy. And I'll be honest with you guys, I don't know if this is going to work, but we're going to give it a try. 14 each of the 2D and the audio. And so the last one we need to work on is our guard dog. Antivirus. This is the guard dog team. And so if we put everything on there, and I'm talking everything except for data mining, because that is illegal. If we do this now, so essentially it comes down to 1 liter. We need the 1 liter. In design, we need a lot of networking, guys. So networking, then system, and then 2D. 28, it's going to kind of, essentially it's going to be 10, 9, and 9. Programmers, we are going to need about the same thing. So network, system, and 2D. 10, 9, and 9. And then art is pretty much just going to be 2D. So that's going to be 28 of those guys. All right, so now we've got all of our teams figured out here. We can go back in here. And so this is the Boombox team. So we you know what, we should probably create the teams, you know, but we'll do that here in just a second. So designers also needs these tablets. So we've got 28 of those guys. So 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Yeah, you got to think about this. It probably actually didn't matter where we put these at because they're going to be the exact same anyways. So, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. The rest of these guys get calculators. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Yeah, we're running. This is just kind of ludicrous of what we're doing. If I did this, though, and then hit duplicate, and then rotated this around. Alright, it's not going to work. I was kind of hoping it would. Yeah, but I can't really guarantee that it would, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 24, 27, 28, 20, or 28, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. The rest of these guys should get calculators. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 20, 21, 22, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Perfect. One more room, and then we have to do the bathroom still. We kind of have to do a lobby a little bit, you know, and then probably have to do a break room as well and do some meeting rooms upstairs. So got a little bit more work. We've spent almost an hour. So I guarantee you by probably 10 after 2, we'll actually be in doing some software design, things like that. There's 18. There's 20. 26, and then the rest of these should get drawing tablets. Oop, I missed a calculator. Hold on. There we go. So there is, excuse me, our 4 teams set up here. Let's see here. I think I'm going to do this. We'll build a nice path from here to the door. Do this on both sides here. Now, I want to put this out. Parking, probably going to be a nightmare for a little bit until we figure this out. So there is that. I might have to buy this plot and build a small parking garage here. Maybe not. I don't know. Or that one might be more conducive. Oh, you know what? That's actually a subway right there. Actually, not a bad idea. Okay, we can even put a parking garage here, build a warehouse here, and put a parking garage on top of it. Might be something we have to do. But this is what we've got. You know what? There's still quite a bit we need to do. But let's try to get through this as that's not what I wanted to do. You know, let's do like the kind of the off yellow that we have been doing for the interiors, and well, let's do texture is what I wanted. Let's do a nice texture. We'll do something like that. I think that works. Let's also get some lighting in here because the lighting in here is trash right now. So let's get that going. Every 2, I think, will be 1, 2, so there. To there. So 1, 2, there. There. There we go. Just need to add the bathrooms in here. So let's, before I forget, let's go ahead and do this real quick. Four bathrooms for all these people. Probably not ideal, but you know, we'll put more upstairs as well, so it's not like these are the only bathrooms in the building. Let's see here. Let's, you know, build one, and we'll just copy it over to the rest of them. Seems like a pretty simple idea. And we'll do some nice lighting like that in there. Let's go ahead and duplicate this on down the line like that. And then for the bathrooms, though, we did have some nice bathroom like colors like that. I kind of like how that looks. Let's also put our stairs in before I forget. I'll have to make the rooms upstairs a little bit awkward, but I guess what I could do actually, do something like this, so people actually can get, and then merge these 2 rooms together, so people can get up and down the stairs here, but they can't get around to this side. So if you, come on, there we go. So we merge these rooms now. It's going to be a little bit different upstairs, so that's okay. I think now what we can do is build one of these and do a canteen. I think we have a meeting room in the other one. So if we do something like this, like that, we then merge these 2 together. And you know what? Let's actually make this a little bit more interesting, I guess. So let's actually... I wanted to do this. Maybe I can make this in a more interesting way. So what if I did something like this, though? I bet you I could. And then merge these two rooms together. There we go. I think that's kind of a neat idea. All right, we'll continue with that idea. So let me complete the room, please. So let me do it on one side, but it won't let me do it on the other one. Well, that's unfortunate. So this will be, I'm thinking of maybe a nice meeting room. It is massive, I understand, but you gotta remember, these teams are 84 people, you know. So I think something like that's going to have to be something like that. All right, so let's do the same on the other side. Let's do a nice free angle room here. Let's see if we can maybe do it this way. I'm a little upset with this now. What I'm thinking about actually doing is see if I can do this. And then delete that room along with the elevator wall to replace that. But if we do something like this now, I'm going to try the other way. It goes farther than that, doesn't it? And it goes to there. And then we can... Alright, why is this not letting me do this? Alright, that was a bit odd, but alright. What is it doing to me? It's not like we built any room on this side, which is really odd. Guess we'll have to just kind of make a boring square, I guess. And then, can we actually do a free, like if we just did this to there and there, made that a separate room, and then merge these two? Alright, let's do that. So I guess that kind of gets around our problem then. So there we go. At least we have two nice rooms. I kind of wanted, because the reason I wanted to do this is I wanted to make this the conference room, and then I wanted to make this the canteen, so that people can come up here, and if they had to go to a meeting, or they can go, they can actually go into this area here. Save style as lobby, or lobbit, as I absolutely misspelled that. Lobbit. There we go. I also did a reception. I kind of like this better. Alright, let's get some more lighting in here because I really want to get to actually playing the game. But this is also the reason why so if you were here last week, you do know that we did finish our playthrough of Factorio. We actually did beat it last week. So now we actually have 2 days open now, each day that we can actually do stuff with. So kind of the plan is right now is actually to play Software Inc. both days, so both Wednesday and Friday. So you're going to get 6 hours of this every week. So that's actually kind of neat, for at least a little bit. So actually spending some more time building is not the worst thing in the world, but, you know, still, I wanted to actually spend some time still in the game, doing some software development, things like that. But it's still, we're expanding quite a bit. That was kind of the whole idea, since we have a lot of money now. We actually can expand as much as we want to and not have to worry. Rooms, let's do a canteen, please. We will need to hire more chefs, so please do remind me to do that. Because I do want to actually add another like buffet-style table over here. We'll need some serving trays, of course. What's a mini fridge? We'll need a couple of those. Well, Oh, has to be placed on a table. No, that's not ideal, but oh, you know what? We can do something like this and just place these down. Put the mini fridges on top here. Because why not? We will need some sort of espresso machine. I think we'll do something like this. Put 2 up. Looks good. I'll also put the clocks up here, just so they know when they have to go back to work. And then we need some refrigerators, because of course we do. We'll also put some vending machines up. We'll put those along here. I think that'll work. Where is the refrigerators at? Like there's mini fridges, but there is regular refrigerators, so that there they are. 3, 6. And we need to put some actually cookers in here too. Crap. Alright, let's get rid of these 3. We'll move this down to here. There we go. So there is that. So we have 4 chefs over here now. We will need some fire alarms. Let's go ahead and place those in every room so I don't forget them. Just in case, because you gotta remember we also have to do the fire inspection, things like that. Those are always a pain. So let's get these put up here, there and there and there. I don't know if we have one there, but now we do. All right, so let's get our canteen built. So we're gonna need some tables. I kind of like the round tables, so we'll do something like this. We have some nice executive chairs. Seems like that would be a nice fit. Actually, I just want to move this chair to... Nope, come on, move this chair to there. And then move this chair to here. Kind of give everybody a little more space. So let's move this now. Let's get a nice position there. We'll go ahead and duplicate this. Maybe to... No, okay, do I want to become kind of tight? Something like that, maybe. There's going to be a lot of people in this building, so... that might not be... Well, let's see if we can actually move these just a tiny bit closer. If we get another row of chairs in here and tables. Duplicate, please. That works. I think that'll be a nice canteen. We also need to put some lights in here as well. There we go. It looks a lot better. We need a little more decoration in here as well, because it says we're lacking a bit. So let's go ahead and put some plants up. Can we put some nice like bonsais? We can't put them in the middle of the table. That kind of infuriates me. We should be able to put them in the middle of the table so that we can make it look kind of nice. Just nice plants along the wall here. I think that is a good break room. You know, maybe not perfect, but it's nice. So let's go ahead and move on to our meeting room over here. So if you remember from the other building, we actually are. I'm going to make this more like a classroom of sorts. So something like this, we'll do kind of 2 wide. Something like that. And we'll put some nice executive chairs in here. Stolen right from the snippet office. Kind of nice. And then we will put the leader facing everybody else. Like that. So with this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can do 10. And we'll have to do 10 rows of this, essentially. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can get about 7 out of it. So let's put some people in the corner here. Two, 4, 6, 8. And that should be plenty of tables and chairs now. There we go. So yeah, this is going to be designated as, let's see, limit room usage to meetings, limit room usage as canteen. Let's get our lights in here. We can see the ugly drab gray that we still have not painted this room yet, but that is okay. We can fix that here in just a moment. We'll do maybe a nice blue. Yeah, I think I kind of like that. Texture-wise, we'll pretty much go with kind of what we've been doing, but for the meetings, we'll do maybe just nice. We'll do a nice trim on top and bottom there, and we'll do something like that. And there we go. Looks pretty good. Let's see here. We do need some more decorations though, just because it's kind of bland. They only got out to about 10%. Not ideal. Let's put a nice carpet as they come in. I guess what we could do is something like this and that. We can kind of just then duplicate all this. Let's do this, because it was already starting to get annoying because it would not let me select what I wanted. There we go. How's the decoration now? Still only 14%. Well, that's not ideal, but alright. Okay, can I just do this? Hold on. No, it's going to grab the circle from over there, but I can delete that pretty simply. So even with all that carpet, it only got us up to 18%. Well, we're going to have to do some drastic stuff here. Let's do some paintings. So it looks like an art gallery more than a meeting room, but, you know, for some reason that's what they wanted. There we go. That should be plenty. But yeah, I think that's a good little meeting room. It's like a small, like, college classroom, complete with computer chairs and everything. But, you know, I think this works out pretty well. Let's also get some lighting in our utility room here, just so that whoever needs to come over here and do the maintenance and stuff like that can actually see what they're doing. There we go. Now, one thing I did forget. Well, I didn't really forget. I did know I was going to have to do this. We don't have any actual windows to the outside here. So what I'm going to do is just go around to the aisles here and do something like that. We left one space there, so we can do something like this. And that is pretty good. Now let's say that this I have enough ventilation now. Why is that? So it should have plenty of ventilation. I don't know. Alright. I guess technically windows would heat up a place. Got the greenhouse effect where as light passes through it does heat up a little bit. So it kind of makes sense. It's kind of neat that they decided to put that in the game. Something like that. And then we can do this. I knew this part wouldn't take us too long just because it prints the same pattern over and over again. Get rid of this one. There we go. Now, still saying these rooms do not have enough ventilation, which kind of... I don't know. Let me look here. Maybe I just have to add one more in and it'll be okay. Function, temperature control, air conditioning vent. And now it's not complaining. All right, so one more for everybody. Because apparently that was... the windows were just... One more vent's going to cause that much of a difference. There we go. So there's that all taken care of. Let's also go ahead and we'll replicate the kind of the same pattern up here. Come on. The artwork on the wall is going to screw me up here too. This is not going to be too much fun. Go. Turn the corner, last side here. And then I'll do something like that on the end here. Same on this end. So I have a feeling at one time, or well, eventually we'll have parking over there, and so we can use this as an entrance. Like if we build this as a parking garage, we can actually build an entrance and just bring them in here, or over here as well. Either way, but I think for now, this area is ready to actually be built. It took us about an hour and 15 minutes, but I think this area is ready to be actually used by our employees and our new automation teams, which is really going to increase. Like this is pretty much more than doubling the size of our company, because this building's a lot bigger and it's better laid out, I think. Speaking of, we don't have I don't think we'll have enough bathrooms over here, so temporarily I think we can put, since we're not going to be using these areas right here, I think we just go ahead and put a bunch of bathrooms up here. Like that. And then we'll just build one. Put in some mood lighting and go ahead and duplicate this. Oh, that's not what I wanted to duplicate. For some reason it duplicated a fire alarm. Alright, and then if I need a smoke detector or a fire alarm, I think I need one in every room that people can be in. So if that's true, it means one's going to be in every bathroom here. I think same with down here. Now, a way to get into the bathrooms would be kind of nice. There we go. And then we need to redo the... just do this. Perfect. So there we go. I think now we're ready to be... open up this. We actually probably could use some water coolers, actually, before I forget. Let's do that. Let's actually put them in the offices if we can find... yeah, right there. Maybe with the corners there. That'd be a good place for a water cooler so that they can stay in their office and still socialize. So they don't have to go somewhere else to do that. I'll also put a couple up here as well. Alright, so there is that completed. So let's actually get back into the game here. So let's actually focus on one team at a time. So let's go ahead, manage teams. Let's go ahead and new team. This is going to be Snip It Team. Add. So these guys, I'm going to go over here. We're going to switch teams to Snip It Team. And so now I need to hire, well, I'm just going to hire a leader for this guy. So high salary, overall skill, and personality. Let's see here. They're actually going to go to the Snip It Team. So really personality, not as bad. So we got some 5-star people here. So both, we actually need to make sure we can do HR and automation. That's kind of what we're looking for, like that one. I'm going to see what else they have. Because right now they can't hold meetings, and that's kind of the issue. But we can do something like that. I think Emery Ortega, pretty... Well, no, sorry. This one. Bertha Paul, not bad. I might hire... There was another person that had it, didn't they? Maybe not. So we are going to hire Bertha Paul. Bertha Paul is going to be our leader for the snippet team. So manage teams number 1. Let's do this first. This is actually going to limit room uses to switch teams. This is going to be for snippet only. And we're going to limit this room usage to leaders. Because I wanted to assign the... excuse me. Why won't this let me assign this to anybody? I bet you because there is none technically on the team yet. Employees, let's go to change roles. Leader, there we go. And now let's see if I can assign somebody to here. Hey, look at that. So looking at my notes here, now I can go into teams here, set up the HR. Let's actually give them let's actually increase our budget to 15,000 for each team. Let's go ahead and just do that real quick while I'm thinking about it. 15,000. There we go. So this one though, snippet, we are going to go employees, or not employees, we're going to go to HR management. We are going to handle wages and complaints. Don't change the roles, but we do want to have these guys educated. At least to level 3, you know. And we'll do, this is the amount of people that can go at once. Let's do 5, because this is a pretty, we'll do 8. It's a pretty large team. So for snippet, technically we need 28 designers, 28 programmers. I know I did spend all that time trying to figure out which one, how much of each, but I think this should be okay with this. Specialization, I would like to have that in... Oh, I can actually tell them. We don't need network or hardware guys, or audio. We don't need any service people. So that is okay. Leader, I could care less about. So really it's just 2D, system, and network is what we're looking for. For artist will only focus on 2D and 3D, so... For age, I don't care. We'll do a medium salary. We'll focus on this team first and see how that gets going. So let's go ahead and hit fast forward here. Now we actually can get back to playing the game. This is going to be fun. I'm still making a good amount of money, hopefully. And we made a good chunk of money. We'll just put it that way. So now we can continue our development of all of our software here. Some employees are unhappy with their job. Hold on, is that that's Della? Why are they going over there? Hold on, why are these people going over here? Because I assigned. All right, hold on. I actually got to create teams now. So team names. So we need the Boombox team. We'll need the Omni Desk team. And we will need the Guard Dog team. So this, I gotta assign this room. This is for Boombox. Where is Boombox? Boom. And you just switch teams to Omni Desk. And this one's going to be for Guard Dog. Hold on. Is that an issue that they don't have enough temperature regulation in there? I mean, I figured they would, but maybe not. All right, we need to fix that ASAP for all of our offices here. There we go. Let's do this. There we go. So at least now temperature is good now. We're going to get a ton of cleaners in here. All right, so let's pause for a second here. Let's get, it's the last snippet that came. Well, let's actually set up automation. I have not done automation before, but product automation. So yes, I would like to take this tutorial. So product management lets you delegate and release. try that again. Project management lets you delegate a release cycle to a leader in your company so they control everything from creating a design to supporting the product once it's released. A product management team needs a leader with at least 1-star automation, so we've got that. A leader will dedicate all their time to keeping the project running, so it might be worthwhile to keep the leader in their own team. Select by starting the leader to run the project and name your team. So project name, this is Snip It. So this is going to go to Bertha. Design team is going to be, we're going to do all this is going to be Snippet. So, oh, nope, I actually just want this on Snippet. Thank you. Development team, Snippet only. Secondary dev team is not going to be anybody. Support team, we're going to go over to the support team 1. Marketing, pre-marketing, is going to go to marketing. Post-marketing is going to go to marketing still. Because we have a big, we just upgraded our marketing team last time, so we have plenty of marketing support there. So support team's going to take care of that. SCM, we're going to go to development server 1. Prototype software, actually, you know what? Snippet 3. Okay. Server, we will do this on the store server. So continue. Let's see here. Now look through each of the options to control how the project should be handled. You can hover over each label to gain detailed descriptions. Note that some option might be grayed out because your leader doesn't have the necessary automation levels. You can see what each automation level unlocks by hovering over the stars in specialization over each leader in the employee window, team window, or development window. Okay. So, yep, only sequels. Yep. So use framework, single IP. Yes, use our own licenses, handle marketing. We'll do that. Physical, let's do print job. We'll do 150,000 copies. Let's see here. Development time, we want 150%. We want to make sure that this is. We'll do 250. We'll do it halfway. Iteration cooldown. How many months to wait? Let's actually crank this up to 6 months. So essentially, what I'm saying here is after 6 months of, hold on, how many months to wait between iterations in the alpha stage? So don't wait in between. Let's try that first. So options here. We'll notice a new panel. Yes, I did. Tells you how many action points the leader has accumulated. Action points are used to the starting of completing marketing and task and move to the development stages. Some action costs more points than others. Your leader will continually work to accumulate these points. Leader skills determine how many points you can be gathered in a role-specific skill and control how quickly they will gather for each category. The bottom panel tells you which projects are currently queued and lets you cancel or take them over. Before a project can begin, you can either pick a product you've released as a prototype for future project or assign a product directly in the design window. I've already got that. Go to the design document window. And I don't see what it's pointing me at here. Well, it's telling me that it needs to go here. I don't know what it's trying to. Is this it? I'm a little confused here. All right. Well, it looks like we might have to wing it from here. Let's see what. Oh. Let's see if see what happens here. It might take them a little bit to actually get going. But we'll see. Right now, I bet you she's still trying to hire everybody. No, she's got 85 people, so she's got a full team now. So let's try to get Snippet going, please. Now you got to tell that team to make sure they stay until 5 o'clock, because that's when everybody else, except for a law team, because, which really, we should actually keep our law team on longer, because they really, well, because we were trying to get that patent. I think when we were originally doing stuff, we didn't really need them that long, but because we're working on patents now, I think it's a good idea to keep them going. What kind of deal do we have? Not really anything interesting. Speaking of, though, wonder how our digital distribution's going. So we actually have not got all of the market anymore. I figured we would. How's that even, like, money-wise? Is that even making us any money? Not really, or it's costing us money. But hey, you know, it happens. Alright, so we've got one stock that we can cash out for about $10,000 towards that. So that gives us, what, $13,000? Something like that? So... Alright, so why aren't we really getting this ball going here? It sounds like what I need to do is actually hire 4 leaders really quick. And I'll assign them to each of the 4 teams. Not necessarily hire the staff yet, but we can at least get the automation going for it. That kind of makes sense. Let's go ahead and do that. So hire employees. Salary high, yeah, that'll work. I did not crank that up very well, so let me actually do that again. Hire employees. Throw about $9,000 at it, and let's look at skills. You can actually kind of see here that we're not doing too bad on that front here. 32 2D artist. That's crazy. Anyways, we actually want to put this guy on the boombox team. So this will be our boombox person. Socialization, don't care about. I need to get automation, please. They've only got 2 stars. So let's look again. If we're going to spend this kind of money, I kind of want to make sure that they can do the automation. So there is that Erica Barnes. Oh, guess what? You just got hired. Let's look again. Yes, please. This person's going to go onto the OmniDesk team. Multitasking, I don't care about. Automation, though, that's what I do care about. Look at that. Perfect designer. Like 1 star in each. That's actually pretty cool. So let's do that. We'll hire that person. I think it was Gutierrez. That's pretty cool. Then last one, we're going to go to the guard dog team. Let's see what we got here. Look at that. Carmen Douglas. That is going to be our leader for our guard dog team. I'll have to probably wait till tomorrow before they can actually come in here. But let's actually limit this to leaders. Switch the team to the boombox team. Let's limit this room usage to leaders and on the OmniDesk team. And let's switch teams on. This is going to be the guard dog team. And limit room usage to leaders only. So there is that. You know what we don't have, though, is we don't have... Well, we need to hire 4 more chefs is what it kind of boils down to. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That should help us a little bit. And once those people get in here, let's see here. Looks like we've kind of got this starting to go a little bit. Really, I think what it is that we might have hired the team a little early, which is okay. It's not like it's, you know, a huge deal. They're going to be sitting here for a little bit, but... Oh, of course, Bertha Paul called in sick. Awesome. So let's actually have these guys start working the snippet team. We can actually assign them to the Cyberpunk game that we're working on. So let's do that. Because if they're just going to sit there, let's actually... We've got a lot of people working on this game now. But that's okay. But now that I don't see our leaders in here yet, which is a bit concerning. Who's that? You know why? Because I didn't assign those guys to the proper roles. So, employees. Erica Barnes, you've been promoted. Well, you were always hired to be. Change roles. You were always hired to be the leader, so there you go. Omnidesk team. You are... Oh, that's not what I wanted. I wanted to... change roles. Leader, please. Employees. Change roles, leader. So I guess they are technically here. So we can actually probably start the automation process. So let's go ahead and do that. Never, please. So this will do boom box. So leader is Erica Barnes. Design team is going to be the boom box team. The development team is also going to be the boom box team. Dev team, secondary dev team, I don't care about. Support team, of course, is going to be the support team. Not design, please. Nope, there we go. Pre-marketing is going to be marketing. Post-marketing will also be in marketing. SCM will be in development server 1. Prototype software is going to be Boombox 2. Dev server will act as right server. We'll do it on the store server. Development time will do 100 and 250%. Iteration cooldown will do single IP, use own licenses, and handle marketing. Print jobs will be 150,000. So there is that taken care of. Let's also take care of the next one. So this is going to be Omnidesk. Leader, Veronica. There we go. And we'll go into Omnidesk team. Development team is going to be the Omnidesk team. A secondary dev team I don't want. Support teams are going to be the support team. We might need to expand to a second support team just for these guys. Probably wouldn't be the worst idea in the world, but, you know. Development server, prototype software, Omnidesk 96. Server is going to go on the store server, 250% time. Yes to all this. Print jobs, we're going to do 150,000 copies. So, one more to do. Our whole screen is now full. That's pretty crazy. Even with the even shrunken, I think most of this is taken care of. So this is going to be guard dog. Leader of the guard dog, Carmine. I'm going to call it Carmen because I can. Guard dog team is going to be both the design team and the development team. Secondary dev teams I don't care about. Support teams is going to do support team. Marketing's good. Marketing's also going to take care of that. SCM is going to be the dev server 1. Prototype software Omnidesk 96. The server's going to go onto the store server. 250% there. Iteration cooldown will do all this, and print job will be 150,000. All right, I think we've pretty much got it. Start speeding this back up here. Yeah, it's +1. So we've got 3 big teams working on this game now, which is pretty crazy because essentially Dev Team 1 and 2, I want to have them kind of be almost our gaming team a little bit. The only kind of our Dev Team 1 and 2 is essentially going to become one operating system and gaming team. I might split them up and do one of each. But hey, you know, this is that's actually neat to see all this. I think once we're full of people, number 1, it's going to lag like crazy. But because of that, I think it's going to be interesting to see. So let's look here in options. So I'm wondering, is this one, like, if it gets full here, well, then we'll be able to develop the software then. Looks like all 4 leaders are in their office just typing away. Let's look at this thing. Options. Looks like Boombox is getting there. Let's see here. Omnidesk. Let's see. Options. Not too bad at all. And Guard Dog. Let's see how that's going. That's not bad. I also think that Boombox actually might get start production faster than Snippet does. Septal and close, yes. Nothing really exciting. Not really. Let's go and skip forward here. We might need to get a bigger market or bigger law team. I think we have like 8 people working on it right now, but applying for patents seems like it takes forever, and I'd like to get that a little bit lower. We have broke $400 million though, so that is pretty neat. See how all of our stocks are doing. We got 11,000 we could take out there, and $100 we could take out here. Let's see. This is WLN. You know what we could do? Invest another $100,000 into that. Nope, wrong one. WLN. There we go. I know it's going to be technically a different investment, but we can easily, hopefully, get that back. We only need 20 grand, so it shouldn't be hard to do. Can I look at all the other companies out here? What do we are? So if you weren't here last time, we were actually like 5th or 6th, and we actually all of a sudden went to number 1. The reason we went to number 1 is Fancy Industries actually bought like it's Time Something Industries, something like that. They yeah, for some reason it just went crazy, and it bought out, but the problem is it lost like half of its net worth when it did that. And the other problem it kind of brought up with it is that, oh, hold on, details. Now most of this is now, I think it might have been, no, Fancy Industries what bought it. I'm pretty sure what happened was it lost a lot of money. It kind of lost a lot of value. So Shine Street and stuff like that just kind of went and bought a bunch of it. And so now it's kind of being the thing. It's like it's kind of toppling down. It's like it's not doing great because it's almost being passed by Mansoft, which is kind of interesting. But yep, Cyberfire LLC doing it's kind of on top here by a good margin. We were just running away from the competition. But that being said, we do need to get some more cleaners in here. I do notice there's a lot of dirt hanging around. So let's go ahead and call these guys. Well, I called them. I didn't want to do that. Let's get 2 more people on from 12 to 16, and we'll call these guys into 13. Kind of our evening cleaners there. Marketing for this, nope, we actually don't want to, because I really don't know when this is going to be done, and that's kind of the problem. Let's actually create, or let's set the, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's actually market this thing, and let's do a release date of January, or no, August of next year. So 1999, we're actually going to develop our first video games, give us just over a year. So this, we can actually go ahead and release that. Let's see how we're doing over here. Seems like it's going pretty okay. I am kind of curious though. If I were to set the leader on their own team, like if I were to, hold on, let me supported operating system for Snippet 3 no longer has any users to sell. Oh, well that's an issue. So let's go over to Snippet 3 and see what we can port it to. 3 port. We'll have dev team 1 and 2 work on this. Because really, there's not really much to port it to. It's kind of the issue. I mean, if you look at snippet 3, we've sold. Let me hold on. How many? We've got 70 or only got 70 or 71,000 active users. There's probably more people out there, I want to guess. So here's what I'm thinking here. So let's actually create. Let's do this. I'm going to try this to see if maybe this helps. So I've got snippet team here. I want to do a snip it leader, and we are going to take employees. Bertha actually has some training we can do for her. Let's see what kind of education she can do. Oh, she can actually get leadership points. Oh, that's actually pretty good. Let's actually do that. But I actually want to change your team to the snippet leader. Now, that being said, I want to change the... Oh, hold on. This room here. I'm just going to change the rooms to snippet leader. And this room, I wanted to switch teams. I want to keep it as snippet, but I'm allowing it to pass through. So let's see if maybe that helps. Let's see if maybe this goes up faster. Because I've noticed that the other teams, like Boombox, if you look over here, some of these have actually got quite a bit done already. So I do kind of want to see if that works. So I'm wondering if they're kind of pulling the leader into working with them on, technically would be what, Cyberpunk. So we'll see how that works out. So yeah, let's go ahead and try that. Also have our release date. Yeah, it seems like it's just saying that it looks like it's cutting edge, and there's a video that looks kind of interesting. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Anything new here? Oh, look at that, Snippet 3D. They're offering $17 million for it. Let's go and reject that. Yes, please. Because they don't need to have that. Reputation's going back up because of hosting. That's not bad. If you remember last time, we actually had a lawsuit come up against us for people not liking the working conditions and feeling like they got robbed or kind of not falsely accused, but they were not being treated correctly, and I won that pretty handily. So Boombox 2 also needs to be ported. Let's take a look here. Boombox 2. Port, please. Those two people. Do we have anything else that's really... Not really. Alright, well, I think what's happening is that we are just... I mean, like Cyberworks here. Cyberworks, 1.1 million active users. The original Cyberworks only has 21,000 left, so... It's not terrible. 65, 71, 19... That was 1.1, 56, and 177,000. So it's not like we... what kind of concerns me, though, what I've kind of noticed, is that our support team is maybe having some issues now. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're knocking them out pretty good. The problem is this Cyberworks 2 is just... There's a lot of them. And we can get it down under 1,000 queued. Which is not bad. But I think this is our support team right here. Is that correct? Yes. So I mean, we can see how small that team really is compared to even the original, or some of our original teams over here. So I'm thinking maybe we can actually make another. Well, it's a small support. Maybe a small support room. Marketing is still seems like it's going okay. I'm really thinking about we might want to actually... I don't know if we want to move a support team somewhere else. Maybe move them over here. Or it'd be another support team. It really wouldn't be the same support team, but like, if we do something like this, well, I really don't want to do any more building. We might actually have to add in another office here and we can add in a support team over here just to help handle things like Cyberworks 2 if it really gets bad. So let's take a look here. Let's see what happens. I mean, they got it under 700, which is good, but you can see here it's slowly creeping back up overnight. Back up to 850. We're only at midnight now. So yeah, it looks like they're running about 1,000 tickets again. I mean, they might be able to take care of it still. Seems like it. I mean, they're getting them down pretty quick. Maybe they just had a down day where they didn't do as many tickets. I get that. I can totally understand that. So, all right. So let's. So we don't have to worry about. My words are not coming out correctly. Let's get a review going for Cyberpunk and see what happens. Let's see how Snippet's doing as well on action points. Not really great, to be honest with you. Go and see how the reviews are going. We're out to 7.3. Not bad at all. Let's see here. Seems like everything's going okay so far. I'm just trying to figure out how else we want. Oh, let's see here. Are they only in iteration 2? It's not ideal. It says we're just designing our own console now, which is kind of neat. I'm trying to think what else we wanted to do. I'm really kind of worried about how this is going. Like, it doesn't seem like there's not really much going on right now. I have a feeling, like right here, like what's going on with Snippet? Because there's no design or anything for it. Oh well. They didn't like our meeting room or waiting room for some reason. Oh well. All right, so maybe actually because I switched the teams on these people, they actually lost the progress. That's the only thing I can think of. If that's true, that kind of sucks because she, I think, was the slowest of the four. Let's see here. See, that one's going pretty good. Marketing's apparently great on that one. Or maybe that 6 months was technically, hey, we're saying, hey, we want to do 6 months of this, and then we want to start developing the new software. We'll see. I don't remember how long ago we actually started doing this because I really didn't look. But I was looking at I was watching another guy play this, or it was I don't think he's a streamer. More so, I think he's more of it on YouTube. But he actually was doing this, and he was playing with a mod that actually allowed him to, instead of just office software, he was like presentation software and word processing and spreadsheets and stuff like that. Like this is that actually looks like a neat mod. So we might have to come back to this and see if we can play without mod and see how we can do with that. Looks like our reputation is back up to 100%, all 6 stars. So that is good. I really am kind of curious how this is all going to work because I don't know. You know, like it looks like some of them are getting kind of close to being ready to be developed, and then it could be totally wrong. But you know, let's see here. Skip forward ahead in time. Also look at insurance. It's going to change it $14,000 a month. That's not bad. We've got 13,000 we can do here. That's 14,000, 15,000. That's not terrible, but we need about 17,000. We're getting almost there. So you know what we could do is really throw a Hail Mary. WLN's one we do it. Let's go ahead and put. Let's put $1 million in there. And really see if that'll take off anytime. Because, I mean, really, what is $1 million to us right now? It's not really that much at all. For especially what we're doing here. So, this patent, look at patent. Boom. So now we have what, 1996 2D technology all to ourselves. Technically. Not too bad at all. I don't know who wants education, though. It's going to be one of our leaders. It is. Look like Donnie Cook is from support team 1. To educate him, he actually wants. Let's do socializing. We'll do also multitasking. And multitasking, I've kind of found out, it's actually a really good skill to have. Automation. Wait, hold on, what's this guy doing? He's design, so let's do multitasking. He also wants a bunch of other stuff. Some programming maybe, do some there, do some art. He also wants service. This guy's on the design team, so we'll do support service. Bertha Paul wanting some more education as well. Let's go with socialization. I don't know. I don't know about the snippet thing because I might see. Look at that. They've lost progress there for some reason. I have no idea why. I'm wondering. Let's just switch her back to the snippet team. So let's do this. Pause the game. Change this back just to, well, I had it as both, so it's not terrible. That is fine there. So teams, go to snippet team. Actually, I want to do snippet team leader. Change team to snippet team. Change team to the snippet team. There we go. And we'll just get rid of snippet leader. There we go. It doesn't look like we lost really much of anything. But, you know, we'll figure out. We'll see how that goes. It seems like this is going okay. Seems like this is going okay. I guess what I could do is actually assign all 4 of these guys to leadership. Can I make like a small board or something like that? I don't know. It's one of those things that's like, do I have the right stuff to do this? And I should. I don't see why we wouldn't, but I don't know. It's a little odd to me how this is all working out. Because it's not working. That's the problem. Or it doesn't seem like it's working. I guess what we can try doing the leader thing. Anything special? Maybe no hosting or anything. Kind of like the hosting. That just kind of helps a lot. But there we go. We're actually back up to it. So it sounds like somebody actually tried to start their own between May and October, and they're like, yeah, we got to close this and not making any money. So they just went back to us, which is not terrible at all. Haven't really got anything in the investment wise, so it's not ideal. We got 13,000 there, 14,000, 15,000. So things have gone up quite a bit, which is awesome. I figured pumping enough money into, one stock. Oh crap! We actually had another person die. Rebecca Brewer. Well, we paid out, so that's good. She was on the design team. Well, that's unfortunate. That really does kind of stink. So let's, unfortunately, we mourn the loss of our person, but we got to keep going. So let's do this. Let's actually... let's do some more on this. Let's actually double our death thing. So the life insurance, we're going to double to 100,000. I'm okay with the minimum raise, severance pay, like, okay. Vacation time, let's do 1 month, but yeah, paid vacations, free food. We really don't do night shifts, so maybe do a Christmas, like a little bit larger Christmas bonus. I mean, I'm okay with that. I mean, we're going to be hit right here with it because literally this is the end of December. Still made money though, so it's not like it's the worst thing in the world, but you know. Look here. I don't know, because I really want to try to get this automation thing going correctly, because I don't want to keep having to think, all right, this is the Snippet team, this is the Boombox team, this is the Omnidesk, you know, and just kind of assign everything out like that. It'd be kind of a bit of a pain to do so. Uh-oh, where is our person? It might just be out to lunch. Maybe. The Omnidesk person is not doing much right now, which is odd. All right, let me go ahead. Let's actually get the Boombox team going here. So let's do this. Manage teams. A Boombox. You know what? Let's save the game just in case it becomes almost unplayable. You know, we can kind of come back to here and say, hey, we need to cut down on the few people we have in here. Let's see here. So we've saved the game here. Boombox team. Let's go ahead and HR management it. Handle wages and complaints. Budget, we've already boosted up to 15,000 for everybody. So that's okay. Don't change the roles. We'll set education level to 3. Have 8 people out at once. I did say we wanted to have 28 of each. So 28, 28, and 28. We do want to focus on. Audio, system, and 2D. There we go. Let's do medium salaries. I don't care what age they are. Let's do 35. All right, there is that. So hopefully that person will get going here. Employees, we should go to HR management here. $15,000. Handle wages and complaints. Don't change. Education level 3. 8 people out at once. 28, 20. Ooh, I failed something. Oh, we didn't put enough in there. All right, well, that's kind of stinks. All right, we'll have to fix that here in a second. Specializations for, this is Omnidesk. Over here. I wanted to focus on, let's get rid of all of that. Let's focus on 2D, networking, audio, and system. There we go. Okay. That is all taken care of. Medium salaries and guard dog. Let's also pause the game here so I don't forget to. HR management, we're doing $15,000 for each team. Don't change that. Education level, the same as everybody else. 28 programmers, 28 designers, 28 artists. Specialization in network, system, and 2D. And the artist will just be in 2D, so. And medium salary. Alright, so that should be taken care of. So all these can be set off to the side here. Let's see. Let's take a look at this office when everybody comes in tomorrow. Because this will be a madhouse. With all those people in here. Alright, let's see it. Let's see all these people pouring in. Jeezel Pete's. The subway is just overcrowded with people right now. And, you know, the game's taking it okay. It's a little bit slower, of course, but seems like we're still doing okay, though. Let's look at Boombox. Let's take a look at them, see if maybe that changed anything. Not necessarily. It seems like they've. Seems like things are going okay now. Options. Omnidesk still being worked on. Guard Dog options. Guard Dog's almost ready. Well, technically, I guess Guard Dog is the simplest of the four. Not saying that, but. You know, saying that to be mean or anything, but... Uh-oh. They filed a formal complaint. What's going on? What's Veronica? What's going on? You know, having nothing to do is not the worst thing in the world. And if you have to use the bathroom, we have plenty upstairs, too. It's not like it's the worst thing in the world. I got a feeling, I could be wrong with this, but I think Guard Dog might be the first one that actually gets being developed. Which will be interesting to see. There we go. Although I'm kind of curious, if I were to take the snippet team off there, just have our two dev teams over there work on that. Don't know if that'll be good or not. Another employee has filed a formal complaint. It's her again. If that keeps happening, I might just have to get rid of her. Because, number one, nobody else is having this issue because everybody else just goes upstairs. I'm getting a little annoyed. I really am. Well, now it's got full development and marketing, so we're just working on the design now for Guard Dog. If that gets full, and then we can start actually developing it, that would be amazing. See any nice deals out there for us? Not really. Let's look at our insurance while we're thinking of it. So we made 11,000 on the first bet. We probably could take it all out. Let's see. Let's do that. Let's withdraw that. Withdraw that. And there we go. We've actually got enough there for that. So let's see what we get, everybody. We can complain. Claim reward and get the drum roll, please. We got a money tree. Alright, we gotta look at see what a money tree is. That's actually pretty funny. Looks like we've claimed all the ones we can. So let's go ahead and, you know what? Let's go ahead and withdraw all these. Because I can. Let's also invest, though, $10 million into that one firm, just for helping us out here. We gotta find, you know what? Right here, I think we can place a money tree. Because I'm kind of curious what this actually is. What has to be only placed on grass. Alright, this is a little weird. I don't know why it's not letting me do this. But you know what? I'm feeling a little lavish. Let's go ahead and just buy this plot. You know what? I bet you have to create an outside room kind of thing. That would make sense. Oh, I actually need to place the wall. Is the walls that I have to put down? That is... Oh, it's fence. There we go. Boom. There it is. And we'll put the gate up. We'll put a couple of gates up there. We actually can change how this fence looks, and I kind of like that idea. It's a nice like wall around it. Make it look kind of nice. Alright, now we should be able to place our money tree. Hopefully. That is kind of the idea, at least. We just have a money orchard over here. Is that where we're going to do this? There we go. So there is all that. Let's get some seating out here, because you know what? I bet you there are some people going to come out here and, you know, on their lunch break or whatever, just kind of go down the block and enjoy the park we built here, because why not? Could be also a company picnic area. Could be that too. Didn't even think about that, but let's do something like this. I'm going to delete these so that they don't get in the way here. Well, I guess they're going to get in the way anyways. Awesome. Maybe this will work, hopefully. Not really. Alright, well. Now I'm getting a little annoyed. Hold on. If I do something like this, I don't know if this will work or not, but we'll give it a try. Because now I should have enough room to build in the middle here. Oh, you know why? Because these have to be outside. Oh, that would be the reason why I can't do that. Alright, never mind then. Alright, carry on. I'm kind of curious about this, though. So maybe the next day or two, they'll actually figure out, you know, they'll be able to get that fully kind of flush out and everything. So hopefully we can figure out if this is actually what we have to do to actually get the next guard dog released. We also lost a little bit of money, but that is okay. We did build quite a few things, so kind of makes sense. Kind of curious though, if they really are complaining about the bathrooms. I mean, there's always a bathroom available up here. So I don't understand. I mean, unless they want them on their floor, which is a bit much, you know. But you know what we're also going to do? Let's hire cleaning. Hire more cleaning than we already have. Let's actually have them come in at 7, and I'd like to have a few more during the day. Let's hire. We got 1, 2, 3 different kinds of shifts, so we'll do 6. Oh, that's not what I wanted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll do 2 at 7, 2 and we can leave at 8. And the other 2 can come in at 13 and help out there. Let's also hire some... How much maintenance do we have? We have 3 IT and 3 maintenance. Let's hire 2 more of each. We do have 2 security guards. Or actually, we have 3, sorry. Receptionists all the way around. Couriers were gone. I think we're okay with those. Let's take a look here again. We're already, it's not quite halfway there, but it's getting close. Hopefully we can, we're trying to keep our place looking a little bit nicer. See a lot of traffic. I mean, you got to think 84 people coming into a place. It's going to cause some dirt and grime and stuff like that, especially in the winter. I don't know if you guys or whatever you're watching from. I know at the time of filming this, we actually just got 2 days of snow essentially. If I had to guess, we probably got about 7 or 8 inches. Nothing crazy. I mean, but snow is snow. It still kind of sucks to drive in. Got a lot of ice as well that when it melted. So, you know, not ideal, let's be real here, but, you know, it does happen. But if you ever, you know, drive in snow or walk in snow, you always seem to trail it behind you for, seems like the rest of the day for some reason. Notice, though, Guard Dog Unleashed is actually, is not making any more money. Or Unchained, I'm sorry. Can we port it to something else? Yes, we can actually port it to Bot OS. That's what it needs to go to. Options here. We are almost done development. Come on, give me that last dot. All right, so there. We are at max dots now. What does that mean? Like if I cut this back to like 150 or 100%, what happens now? Alright, we're going to test Guard Dog out and see how that goes. Let's see here. Boombox, not quite there yet. Omni Desk, he's even farther behind. Snippet is even further behind than that. Alright, well. We're going to try Guard Dog and see what happens with this one. Because, we'll see how this goes. Yeah, I got a feeling we might need to build some more parking here shortly because they're already complaining about it, which is not ideal. Why are we not developing now? This is what's, it's a little frustrating. It's like this should be, we're at full action points. I'm not really sure. This is kind of odd. I'll be honest with you. Because it should be designing at least. You know what? Let's go over to Google and see what happens. Let's see here. Software Inc. Alpha 11 Automation. Let's see here. It's not really helping me here. I might have to look up a guide once we're done. We've still got about a half hour, so maybe we can try to work through this and see what's going on. So everybody leaves for the day. If I reduce this to maybe 50%, let's see what happens. I'm kind of curious if maybe that's what's causing it not to kick into the development. If not, that might just be really messing it up, but we'll see. Still got nothing, which is a little annoying. Not really sure here. I think what we do need to do, though, is actually buy this plot of land over here and actually build another car park. So let's do plots. I can't buy that one, unfortunately, but I can buy this one. So that is going to be our new parking garage here. Let's do a ramp up here. Think that'll work. We do have some parking over here. Can we actually buy this plot over here as well, or do we already own it? We might already own this one. We do not, but we'll buy it here, and I'll show you what I'm going to do. Because I'm going to go into up one with this guy. Do a road over this way. Can we go a road across here if I wanted to? There we go. Let's do, is that the parking? No, I actually want this parking across here, though. This is not the kind of parking I want over here. Vertical parking is what I want. There we go. So now I can go over here with horizontal parking, draw it out this way and across this way, and put our road. And eventually we can even make this higher than what we got it now, and just kind of build it up this way. So it's a little bit more parking here. I guess we can always add in more horizontal parking here. But kind of the idea, though, I see what the issue is. We actually have to go into the third story if we want to do that. I guess what we could do is actually just build a third story, not like a ideal one, but we can actually build a third story onto this building here. Something like this. I do it over here. I just built a road. Okay, fair. Something like this. And we build the road across to it. And we'll just have to kind of beat this in the middle here. There we go. Perfect. And that will become our new, well, essentially our new reception area for this building here. And we can actually even build a little bit of a sky bridge like type wall here. Let's do the doors across this way. And then where is our elevators come up at? It's a good question. Something like this, because I do know they're around there somewhere, because this is where the bump comes out for them. And we'll merge these two rooms together, and we'll kind of make this the reception area. And we'll make this these doors as well. And then we'll do the elevators, because they should be able to pop up pretty simply there, there, and there. And we can also maybe do the staircases there. Don't know why I got a smoke detector there. Let's go ahead and move that to there. So we can do a double wide staircase there that leads up to the secondary lobby area here. Put some windows in here. Go. Something like that. I think this actually looks pretty good so far. Do a triple wide there. Okay, you get some nice windows out this side too, just so that people can see what's going on outside. I think that works out pretty well. Don't have to worry. Then we technically don't have to worry about lighting, but I will add some lights in here just in case. guy's got plenty of light in there. Now, let's also get some plants in here, just, you know, make the entrance look somewhat nice. Probably need to get a few rugs in here. I think that'll help with that just a little bit here. What we could do is actually make this a little bit of a fancy pattern. Maybe something like this. Rotate this around to there. And there. There we go. So duplicate this. Duplicate this. So it's always facing in. Nope. I actually want to duplicate this. Now, can I? So there's a way you actually change the look of it. Can we? Do we want to do something like that? Maybe that might work. Now I know this is actually outside of that room, so this won't technically help that room, but a little bit of it is. I mean, this room is pretty much, yeah, decorated up as much as it wants, or needs to be, I should say. That's just some artwork to the walls here. I don't know why this thing needs so many like decorations around. It's a bit ludicrous sometimes. Pictures of plants everywhere. There we go. So that's all taken care of. It looks like it's an interesting shape of a building. You know, it's a little bit different than the other ones, and we can always put like meeting rooms, stuff like that, once we need them. I mean, we always have this space to work with. So yeah, I think that is going to work out pretty well. Can we actually just buy these plots too? Is that something we can do? We can. Let's go ahead and buy that one. And then we can just go back up here, build a road. Let's see here. Actually, more conducive if we did it this way. So it's not going to let me do what I want to do. That sucks. Because I wanted to build more parking this way. Because I think horizontal parking is what I want. No, it is not. So let's get rid of this one. So vertical parking is what I want. But it won't let me build over here. Because I can do that. It won't let me build there. I can do something like this. So remove this and this. Vertical parking there, road here, and across like that. It's not the it's not perfect. Let's go ahead and remove actually these two roads there. Put some horizontal parking here and here. Just add a little more parking to the place. It really is becoming kind of like a concrete jungle of how much parking we need, but you know, it happens. Cyberbox is about to be on its 4th iteration, so I'm happy about that. I am a little concerned, though, that Cyberpunk 2020 is going to get pushed back. It seems like we're just not being able to get what we need done on it done, and yeah, I don't know why it's taking so long. But hey, you know, it is what it is. There's more hosting jobs here. Let's go ahead and accept that. Put that on the wrong server, though. "20 employees have called in sick." Not ideal. is there like a button I have to hit or something like that that says, hey, start actually doing something? I don't know. I don't know. They might have taken a couple months. I don't know. We're still trying to work through it. I'm wondering if maybe there's a set amount of time. Because we told this to go sometime. Hold on. Where is it at? Well, that could be an issue. It should be guard dog unchained. Oh, that sucks. I forgot to change the prototype software. Wait a minute. Timeout. I did say it says designing guard dog unchained. Does the rest of this say? Yeah. So it's technically not doing too much right now. Let's do 100% of this, and let's see if maybe that's what's causing it. Hold on. Boombox said it's actually this is actually kind of new. Hold on. So snippet 4, it's queued. No, but it needs to be. But since I switched that to 100%, let's see, it's saying that over here now. It's even saying now that I don't know. Let's just let this run and see what happens. Seems like it's going okay. We've got some more people parking over here, so that's good. Got some people parking on the lower deck too, which I didn't put any parking on that lower deck. Oh well. See, look, everything's going a little bit slower now that we've got that's a lot. That's a bright light. It's like the company's going a little bit slower now that we've actually expanded. Maybe that's just me thinking that, but I don't know. We wanted to be top dogs, and now that we are, it's like there's just so much we could do. So Snippet 3D, they're offering $48 million for. That's crazy. So Cyberbox is on its last iteration now. Hopefully that won't take too much longer. I mean, we've got Cyberpunk 2020 in front of it. So we will see about that, how that goes. The employees have called in sick, not ideal. Let's see here. Still in the design. Oh, hold on. Info. So it did say they have started development on this. So technically, if it hits the design phase, or full design, and it's even giving us info that says, hey, it's going to release, but as to when it doesn't say because it cuts off there. I mean, it doesn't say it's going to be released anytime soon, so. But they looks like I have hit something that says that they can start doing stuff like this. Carton on Chain 2, that's fine, but why are we not developing this? It's kind of the idea. It looks like February 2000. I mean, they're talking like next year. They're going to, well, say next year. They said they're going to have it done in 8 months. Is what they're saying. Still says they're not developing anything though. Well, we can just kind of keep going on this and see Employees not having their needs met, that's normal. Nothing exciting going on. So I really don't know about this. So they're all looking at like 2000s release, like 2000, 2002, something like that. So I don't know if maybe or something that they're like, oh, we can get this done in like 6 months. Well, if they can do that, great, but I highly doubt that. All of our things are still making money. Our support team's able to keep up with everything. Seems like everything... It's weird. Seems like the support stuff, it seems like it's going okay. But just the development side is not going great. Let's get some reviews for this guy. Let's also do a market it. Do a press build. Offering $48 million for it. Not terrible, but let's go ahead and reject it again. So what I'm concerned about is that we're not going to get this done by August. And so in that case, we're going to have to push it back to probably December. Or maybe a little... Ooh. Burglars are trying to loot the premise while everybody's still here. For now, it's a 9.8. That's a solid game. Let's see here. Anything? Nope. No developing. Nope. Nope. And no. So, what are we still lacking here? So, boomboxes just need some marketing done. Snippet, I'm just not even going to touch right this second. Omnidesk is getting there. The design's kind of sucking. And this one, they really just need to get... They're almost done with marketing. They're done with development, but it looks like they still need the design points. Oh, great. It's 400 grand they made off with. Holy cow. Maybe we need to put security here. Like a security desk. Let's do that really quick here. We might need to hire more security then, if that's the case. So we need to get 3 more at least, I would say. Security, 1, 2, 3. But we've got one guy coming at 8 to 16. Next guy coming 16 to there. And then that's going to come 16 to midnight. So is there a couple hours? Oh yeah, no, there is. Hold on. I've done something wrong here. Hold on. One of these guys needs to come in from 0. Probably easier to go this way. To 8. There we go. So we got 2 people coming in from 8 to 4, and then we got 4 to midnight, and then we've got midnight to 8 a.m. Okay, that works. Well, we are getting through this pretty good. I was hoping to get a piece of software developed today, but I don't think we are going to be able to. And as a matter of fact, we're going to have to push this back a little bit. I really don't want to push it back too far. Maybe October. We'll do an October release for Cyberpunk, because I thought we could get this done a lot sooner than we are. I mean, right now we could get a review on it, and it's probably going to be like a 9 point something. I mean, if you end it here, it's like it's only an 8.5. Ooh. Alright, so it's gone down a little bit. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and announce that we are going to push the release date back from August to December. We're gonna lose some fans because of that, but there it goes. But you know, it unfortunately had to happen. You know, we're following the actual release schedule of the other Cyberpunk game that came out. So, just saying there. Let's see, market. Let's go ahead and throw a press build out there. Let's do a press release of everything there, and let's do some hype because we need some hype. So really, kind of today was kind of a setup day, I guess you could say. We set up the new teams. We'll see how they. Since it's kind of neat though, because since I have 2 days now to play. Well, 2 days just to devote to Software Inc. We actually can take care of that. Hopefully, it's like I remember kind of what we were doing more, and then we can actually get more of this done on Friday, because I'm also going to be playing this on Friday as well. So let's actually let's go this way. That works pretty good. Anything exciting going on over here? Not really. Pretty much the same thing. It's not too bad at all. We get a press build out here. Only one person actually called in sick. That's actually a miracle. Yeah, so it's pretty much saying it's they're coming out here soon, but nothing really else to elaborate on. Any hosting jobs? Nope, doesn't look like it. What do I do at hosting? Because usually hosting is not terrible to do. So let's look at all companies and see. Oh, good lord, let's see. Holy cow, Mansoft went from being second to what? 2, 3, 4, 5, 7th. I've never heard of Kick Monday. What does Kick Monday do? By the way, that sounds like a punk band. I'm just going to point that out there. They have done 2 audio tools, Amplitude Pro and Amplitude Pro 2. Both were actually out, or one was outstanding, one was great, so I understand that. Fancy Studios is actually the one we were competing with for a while. So Drive LLC. I've never heard of these guys either. These guys own 2 adventure games. Interesting. Slide Inc. Let's see what they got. They've done an Office software and a Bot OS, which I think we actually use quite a bit as well because it's got a lot of users on it. You know, how much does CyberWorks have on it still? Still over 1.1 million users. That's actually pretty good. And then Shine Street, I'm pretty sure, has been around forever. Well, it's only been 1992. But if you look at their... you got off software and a bunch of games, too, so... Okay, fair. Trying to keep... Oh, hold on. Time out. Guard Dog has a release date. Hold on. Time out. So it does actually say now that they're actually developing Guard Dog Unchained 2. It's in alpha phase, so they're actually developing the game. Developing the software, which is awesome. So just maybe being a little more patient might have helped. So there we go. We actually have a new Guard Dog on the way because now that they have... So Guard Dog Unchained has still got 148,000 active users, so it's not terrible. This might take some trial and error to actually get this correct, because our first releases may not be the best. But once we fine-tune it, I think we'll be just fine. But I mean, they're only talking 6 months to get that game completely developed and released. I'm a little shocked. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the kind of ballsy attitude for it, but we'll see how it goes. 8 employees have called in sick. Let's go and release that press release for those people. I don't know why all of a sudden we just lost so many. I mean, I guess you know, pushing the game back, it does not help either. Let's go ahead and market it as much as we can. I mean, it is right there. It is almost ready. Let's go. Let's look at review. Yeah, let's have a review for it. That's what I was looking for. Let's see what we can get out of it. But yeah, we finally got something going. Oh, is there a way I can change? There's a way to actually change the name on it. Info. Will not let me change that at all. I'll figure it out. Because when it comes out, we can always say, oh, look at that, a 9.9. This thing's going to be amazing. Let's give it maybe to the end of September. And then we'll just start working on bug fixes and stuff like that. I think that's probably the best idea. Then we'll throw it on the MMO server. And so I want to make this a cyberpunk MMO. I think that'd be kind of fun. But right now it's just an RPG game. You know, that's how you start. I mean, if you like something like World of Warcraft, I mean, MMORPG. RPG is the second half of MMO. So, you know. So if we can get that done, hopefully we can then get next one. Maybe we release another RPG game, then we release an MMO. We'll see. Might be kind of fun. I'm gonna release this too. We just got a ton of stuff out there just to try to get some marketing for this game, because for some reason there is still 0 followers, which is not ideal. Because I think what happened is when we had to push the date back, they were not a big fan of it, which is fair. I mean, I was upset when they originally pushed back Cyberpunk for the first time, and then like they did it like 30 more times, and they finally released the game. I get it, but let's see here. Still making quite a bit of money. So yeah, hopefully next, so we're getting towards the end of the stream. We got about 5 minutes left, and I'll wrap up here for today. But it seems like we've gotten a good start for Friday already. Essentially, we're going to try to get all these going at once. Then we can actually kind of focus on whatever we want to. Really, kind of the issue right now is that that's not really what I need. Cancel that, please. Is that it seems like we're trying to do some more of the experimental stuff with the 2 dev teams and the design team we have, kind of like the operating system, stuff like that. And we'll do games as well, because I think that'd be kind of fun, unless we start our own game studio, which with the kind of money we have, we could very well. But also we'll try to release Cyberbox next time, so we actually have our own console system. We can even port over Cyberpunk 2020 over to it. That'd be kind of fun. Code is almost there. Come on, people. We just need a little bit more system code. We'll have that game 100% everything. Let's see. Let's go ahead and skip the unused time. Maybe not. "17 employees have called in sick." Awesome. Let's look at. There was something I wanted to. Let's look at distribution. We're still losing a lot of money on that. So yeah, I don't know about that. It is at 100% now, so let's go ahead and promote it. So it's now in beta, so hopefully they'll be able to fix the bugs in it. Let's go ahead and start printing this. We've already got 240,000 copies a month, or they're going to printing 240,000 copies a month. That's 1,000 per box, not bad. So plenty of that. We do want to. We haven't quite got this going yet, because we're still working on this. hopefully we'll be able to actually see some hardware manufacturing next time. I think that'd be kind of fun. So we've got Cyberpunk into beta phase now. It is October, so I'm hoping by December we'll have a good, got a lot of the bugs worked out. We don't just release it. All right, Throw Like has signed a digital distribution deal. All right. So that has been solid 100%. Let's actually go up to 12%. Let's see if anybody else will match that. But into the new millennium for next stream looks like I want to see we get the new server racks next time, and we also get new computers next time. I do remember that we get the modern computer, which I didn't know this. I actually read through the patch notes and said this. They actually brought out a new computer for 2015. It is the RGB computer, and they moved this to 2030. So probably 2030 is probably where we're going to end the game, because I figured, you know, we at least get the big computers out, and we'll get like 3D gaming and all that, and we'll see how that goes. I think it'll be kind of fun. I may just have to stretch out a little bit. Don't know why. It's maybe a little sore. I don't know. Well, with the back and the weather and stuff like that, it can kind of get a little sore. So, but it looks like we pretty much done what we can today. We got about 2 minutes left. So, I think this will be a good place to wrap up. So next time, what we'll do, we're gonna try to get both Snippet, or all three of Snippet, Boombox, and Omnidesk going. Hopefully, get Guard Dog up and released next time. Cyberpunk 2020 should be releasing next stream as well as hopefully we can actually get started on our Cyberbox with hardware and software for that. So I'm really excited to see that. Guard Dog on Chain still losing money. All right, well, we might just end marketing for this guy. You know, just cut it off. It'll be okay. So let's go ahead and do that. So let's go ahead and end marketing for that. We'll keep it, you know, cute, because it already still has 70,000 active users. Cyberworks 2 starting to wane a little bit in terms of popularity, but looks like we're actually most known for our audio tools, our antivirus, and our 2D editors, which is fine. But we're starting to get a little more known for our operating systems as well. So that is really great to see. So we actually did quite a bit. We actually built this entire building and this parking garage in one stream. So we spent about the first hour doing all this, but you know, I think it was well worth it. I think so. Let's go ahead and save the game here, guys. And when that does, I'm going to head and pop over to the main camera here. Well, guys, thanks you for joining me today. I really do appreciate it. If you guys are new here and are wanting to support me, the best way you can do that is just leave me a follow on Twitch. We actually got to 51, Braden XLB. I didn't actually play that one. I should go ahead and do that. Why don't we do that right now? I realize I don't have those up on here, so let me go ahead and go back to the game just for a second here. Oh, for some reason, that's not playing at all. Well, that's not ideal. Event log. That is a bit odd. I don't know why that is not playing. That's the event log. We're gonna do this. Braden XLB, you're gonna get your 2 minutes of fame here. Cause I feel like it should be something that should be happening, because I did forget. I remember, like, you know what, I need to make a note, and I forgot to make my note. So, let's see, chat screen, to-do. It is event log that we're looking at here. Let's go ahead and try to replay this now. There it is. So, Braden XLB, thank you, sir. I really do appreciate the follow there. So I can get back to the main camera now. Maybe I should put that up here too. That might help. But guys, thanks for joining me anyways. I really do appreciate it. If you leave a follow, that is probably the best way to support me. If you guys are also curious about more content from me, you can always go check out my YouTube channel. It's actually, there's a link below the stream here. You can find all my videos on there. A lot of people have been looking at that. It's actually been pretty cool, especially recently, especially with the Alpha 11 stuff. They've been looking, or people have been watching and been really enjoying it so far. So that's the best way if you're going to. If you guys are curious on when I stream, I do have my schedule up on Twitch, but I do stream every Wednesday and Friday from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Games we typically play, well, right now I'm kind of transitioning to a one game kind of focus right now. I think it's been kind of fun. I think I want to line up another game for March, or kind of late February, early March. So I got a feeling it's probably going to take us maybe 3 or 4 more streams. We'll be done with this, and then we can move on to the next game. I'm working on something now that I think will be kind of fun. That'll actually take us to the end of March so we can start playing Evil Genius 2. If you guys are curious about any of those games that I have played in the past, please go check out my YouTube channel, especially Evil Genius. Evil Genius, I think, really kind of helped me, kind of boost me get up towards trying to get to the affiliate goal. We're trying to get there. I've got the 50 followers, just working on the other things right now. So if you guys would be more than happy to help, that'd be fantastic, guys. I would really appreciate it. But for now, I think that's going to be it for me. Thank you once again for joining me. I'll see you guys on Friday for some more Software Inc. But until then, guys, take care. Have a great Thursday, and I will see you on Friday.